Hi guys, I got a new panelist, my little brother, AK Prince Bula Bula.
Woo,
Woo!
let's go.
What's up, man?
Nothing much here.
Nothing much, nothing much. You feeling yourself?
I don't know. I think so.
You think so?
That's looking good.
The fly booger.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
hmm Mr. Bachelor, straight from Africa.
Straight from Africa. Okay, give us something. Give us something. A little rap.
A little rap.
Uh huh.
I don't have anything, but one thing I can say is, said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing with the more than matters. We gonna send them to heaven.
Can you break that down in normal language because I absolutely understood nothing.
It's
Say it one more time and then break it down.
That's for Pop Smoke.
The pop who?
Said I'm never lacking, always pistol packing with the more than matters. We gonna send them to heaven. Woo.
Woo. All I got was like never lacking, pistol packing, never settle. Woo.
Send them to heaven.
Dear Lord. Can you break it down for us because this language of this? What are you, Gen Z?
Gen Z.
Oh, millennial?
Yeah, I'm a millennial. I'm born '99.
Okay, wow. Okay, so you're a millennial. Okay, can you please explain what you just said?
No. It's just a good verse talking about we all want to come together and we just send people to heaven.
Come together and send people to
yeah,
heaven.
bring them into the word.
Gotta be ambassadors of the word.
Of course, of course.
Wow, that was deep, but 90% of the people I know would have never understood that line. Okay, Prince. So, what is important to you as a young man? Tell us. Is there a struggle with being a young man, especially in America?
One thing I would say is that as a young man that's growing up in America, we do have a privilege. You all have the privilege of opportunity. And I think that's very important for most young men to understand because here, you could have almost everything if you look for it. If you actually go out to maybe even attempt to go and get it.
Right.
The the struggles as far as young men, I would say it's very minute compared to
The
young men.
privileges.
Yeah, like to young men in like second world countries or third world countries where some of the struggles are more
Advanced. Yeah.
advanced, like at the actual surface,
Right.
as opposed to young men in America whose struggles are mostly internal.
Right. Oh, that's deep. So, like, you're saying, like, with third world countries, they have a lot more struggles in terms of, like, resources, jobs, acquiring and building life. But over here in America, you have most of these things, but then the biggest struggle is internal. And by internal, can you break that down? Because that's really deep. I think it's something that needs to be addressed.
Well, I think when I use the word internal, I believe it's just like in the sense of you maybe it's with so many things like at the surface, like whether it be like maybe watching celebrities and just having a full view of what the good life is like, or just having so many options of okay, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that to be this. It's like okay, a lot of people here struggle to find their own identity.
Right. Okay. Because you're saying like because the celebrities out there they have this high lavish life and a way of doing things. So
Right.
to the young man, you're kind of seeing this celebrity life and it looks more flamboyant, luxurious. Like this should be my kind of life. And then you try to emulate that sometimes, and then you find out that it's not as glorious as it is kind of like revealed, should I say? Because most of the times from my research and my studies, you find that most of these people outwardly they look great and they have a lot of things,
Exactly.
but they are lonely, should I say? It's kind of like they don't have someone they could really trust and have like as they are like backing. Would it be fair to say that's one of the struggles that a lot of young men have
Right.
in this country, right?
Yeah, I can
And
say that.
trying to measure up, right? What do you think is like the hardest in terms of how men are viewed, like young men are viewed in this country? Especially like not just from outsiders, even from families, like what's expected of you? Is it, do you think the pedestal is very high?
I would say yes, because one, I would say that my family, we come from Zimbabwe.
Yes,
You know,
Zimbabwe motto means
and you
fire.
know, and even not just from us being from Zimbabwe, but I feel like families that come from outside of the America
Country, yeah.
and outside of the country, and you have parents who grew up in another country with less resources or whatever the case may be. You have like you're supposed like they're gonna put you on a pedestal.
You got to step up. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You have to step up. You have to be in their eyes. You have to be the best of the best. And
Gotta be
there's
the prince as your
and
name.
exactly.
Yeah.
And even that, that's another thing. It's like when I think about that, it's like okay, I was named Prince, and then when everybody's talks to me or meet me,
Yeah.
I have to
Live
meet
up to
that
the name.
exactly. And I would say that that's as
It's
much as
pressure.
there could be pressure in that.
Okay.
There could be, but it's also a gift, you know?
It's also a gift, yeah, because people are looking at you with respect.
Right.
Like the name carries the respect in it as well.
Exactly.
And they expect more out of you. And I think that's a great thing. It's sad when people don't have expectations of you anymore, you know. And I think like with this country we are so privileged, especially with the young black men, that there are expectations because we believe that the young black men can do a lot.
Right.
And this is not just young black men. It could be young men in general, young women, and I'm only speaking young black men because I'm interviewing a young black man, right? But it's great for people to have expectations of you because it brings out the best out of you.
Right.
And we need a world that has men that are groomed to be what? To be strong, men that can lead the nation, right?
Right.
Our parents, like you're saying, they come from other countries, like for us, because we are Zimbabweans. They came from, from the south part of Africa. And we know our parent, our mom, she's amazing, single mom, and she did it all by herself. Worked
Right.
so hard. So so I feel like she's so justified when she's yelling at us, "Mommy, we love you," because she works so hard. And I feel like when you come to America and you see a lot of young men now, we want them to be groomed to be strong enough to be heads of households, so that other women don't have to be single moms. I know sometimes there's no hope for it, but I feel like if you're still a young man, we have an expectation that you're going to be the next best good man. You're going to be a good father and a good husband to somebody's, daughter out there. And then the more great men we have, the better our nation stands, right? The more divided, then it just breaks down societies.
Right. Right.
So, how do you see yourself in the next coming years? What kind of man do you want to be? Do you envision?
I want to be able to see myself as a man who gets the job done every single time, and somebody that other people can look to, and be.
And say, that's
one.
the guy.
That's the guy.
That's the guy. I love that. I hope when I come back in 5, 10 years, we're gonna be looking at that crown and say, Prince said, I wanna be the man that gets the work done. I wanna be the man that can be looked up to. And with that said, Prince Bula Bula.
Ooh.
Woo. Until next time, guys. Woo.
Ooh.
I don't even know where that came from, but it's all good. Everybody, woo. Take care. Bye.